like the box set itself is like a turquoise, and that's also the color of the text. It's disgusting. Hello everyone, welcome back. If you haven't seen the last video, we went over the VHS covers of Barney and the Backyard Gang. This is the oldest Barney covers there are, just because, you know, I love talking about the graphic design of them. I love just talking about VHS packaging in general. It was a lot of fun. Now we're gonna continue and go over the rest, or not the rest, but continue on with the VHS covers of the old Barney packaging. We're gonna be doing Barney and Friends next. We've got quite a few tapes to go over, and I'm really excited because these are probably the most fun to talk about, in my personal opinion. These are from the time period that I remember the most fondly, and I hope this will be a trip through memory lane for you guys. And let's do it, guys! Alright, so as most of us know, Barney and the Backyard Gang was Barney's original home video series before anything else, and that went from 1987 technically through 1991. It ended with Rock with Barney. That was the final Backyard Gang home video until Barney got picked up by PBS in 1992, and they ran the first season of Barney and Friends. Now, in between the Backyard Gang ending and Barney and Friends running its season of episodes, the first season through 1992, there weren't really any new home videos being put out in terms of like new content. Now, eventually they did start releasing the season 1 episodes of Barney and Friends on VHS in 1992, but when they started, they didn't really have any Barney and Friends branding yet. So the first couple videos that they put out had the Backyard Gang branding. There were 2 of them. I don't have one, but I have the other one. So this one is Barney's Magical Musical Adventure. I'm getting this out of the way right now. This was a home video special that was filmed after season 1 of Barney and Friends, but before season 2. And this was among the first VHS tapes, again, released after Barney and Friends hit television. So because I guess they just didn't have time to think of new branding and marketing visuals for Barney and Friends, they just used the Backyard Gang structure. So you got the title at the top right, Barney at the top left, and then like a photo. So in the video, they're playing pretend at Derek's backyard, I believe, and they're, pretending that they're going to a castle and meeting a real king and stuff. So this is a castle. If I didn't tell you that this is a castle, I don't know how many people would have been able to guess that outside of maybe the outfits that they're wearing. I don't like this photo that they use. It's just so cluttered, and that might just be because Barney is so big. I know when it comes to photos like this on the packaging, Barney is so big in the photo that you kind of have to cram everybody in to get the feeling of the photo across. But I feel like this is also an illustration of just the fact that the Backyard Gang branding needed to go. Like, having a photo this scrunched up on a VHS cover, like this far down, you're really not going to be able to get your message across all that well anyway. I do kind of like that the music notes are around the box here. I know I said in the past video that it looked kind of cluttered and nasty, having just particles all around the front, but I think it works for this. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe it's because it's blue and not like a loud pink. I don't know. On the side here, you got Barney Home Video, Magical Musical Adventure. Again, this was released in 1992 after the season 1 episodes of Barney and Friends had run on PBS. So it was right in between season 1 and 2 of Barney and Friends, and it's very like Backyard Gang-esque. They didn't really know how to present this home video. It was very strange. I actually made a video talking about how this video had kind of like an identity crisis. It's kind of funny, but it's a really good home video. I just think that the packaging itself kind of suffered from them not really knowing what direction they wanted to take with the visuals just yet. Now, like I said, there were 2 videos that were like this in terms of the box art, but we're gonna get to the second one in a little bit. That will tie in with this next thing I'm about to present, which I'm really excited to present because it is a beautiful box set. So this is the Barney and Friends collection, the best of PBS box set, and it is wonderful. This was released, I believe, in 93 or 92, whatever, I don't remember. It's got 4 VHS tapes. All 4 are episodes of Barney and Friends that they just put on VHS so that you could watch them at home while they were making new home videos, like new special home videos outside of that. So I love this box set. It's so pretty. When I got it a few years ago, it was sealed. It's not sealed anymore, of course, but yeah, on the side you got Barney and his top hat and tie. They loved putting him in this outfit in the first seasons of Barney and Friends. On this side over here, you've got Barney in his cowboy outfit. They loved also putting him in the cowboy outfit. You saw that a lot in Barney and Friends. And then over here, you've got Barney with his Happy Birthday Barney hat from the episode Happy Birthday Barney from season 1 of the show. And I just love when they do promo shots of Barney costume wise, where he has a prop from one of the episodes. A lot of the time in the books and other marketing for Barney. They make, they do stock photos for the promo shoot, and he just has like a random thing. It's just like a generic whatever thing, but it's usually not something from the show itself. So I love that this like construction paper hat that they had from the episode was used in this promo shot. It's so pretty. I love it a lot. And he looks great there too. The top just says collection of best of PBS. So pretty. So we're gonna take a look at all of these individually, and also a booklet that it comes with. So first things first, we got Barney's Best Manners, and I love the direction that they took with the packaging design for Barney and Friends. Just starting off, it's so pretty. You got like a nice like new clean logo. The episode is not called Barney's Best Manners. I believe the episode is actually called A Splash Party Please. It's an episode where they were teaching about manners, but they were also like eating healthy snacks, and it was a whatever episode. I don't really remember that episode all that much, but it's whatever. You got Barney here, you got Baby Bop over here. One of the only times, actually this might be the only time, that she was shown in her tall iteration from season 1 on the front box art of anything outside of, I guess, Barney in Concert. I think she was also shown there, but front cover wise, this is, oh no, that's not true. She was showed up in Rock with Barney. Okay, so at the very least, this is the last time she would show up in her tall iteration on box art for Barney. May she rest in peace. It says free parent-child guide. I don't know if this tape still has it. We'll check in a second. Sing along 1 through 8. The packaging is so pretty. They started doing this thing with Barney and Friends where the box art will have like a solid color and then like a promo photo of whoever's related to the video, and then like a new logo instead of just having like standard font that the Backyard Gang would have. Barney and Friends collection at the top. It's just really sleek. I love what they did here. Got the bubbles in the background. Let's see, it's on the side, there's the spine, Barney Home Video logo, and then you got a blurb, and then, they kind of kept the same structure that the Backyard Gang had, where it had like the title at the top and then a blurb. A couple photos, this one just has one, has them in the tub, and they got the Barney and Friends logo right there. I love that silhouette. I think that's really pretty. Barney Fan Club, Lions Group, and you've got Cheryl, Kathy, and Dennis there at the bottom as well. Songs. I just love the packaging that they have here. Let's take a look at the tape inside. Barney's Best Manners. Now we got the white tapes, which are standard now. Backyard Gang had black tapes, but of course, anyone that grew up in the 90s knows that white tapes usually mean Barney. It became a very synonymous color with Barney. And this one, oh wait, yeah, so this box set I had, I'm sorry if I bumped the mic, this box set was sealed when I got it a few years ago, so of course, I guess that makes sense that it would still have the child activity guide inside, pristine. It's got tips and stuff. If you want to pause and read, you can do that. Very interesting, I suppose, for people interested in that. You got like a little flyer thing for if you wanted to join the Barney fan club back in the 90s. Very interesting. And a giant Barney home video logo. Barney, a friend to me, or a friend to you and me. I guess this wasn't the new home video logo yet. This is just sort of a thing that they drew and were using for stuff, but we'll see that again in a little bit. Other Barney videos available. And what's interesting here is you can see the SKU, not the SKU, but the item numbers. You got Barney's Birthday, Magical Musical Adventure, and then you've also got all of Barney and the Backyard Gang. So this was released in 93. Again, they didn't have any other home videos available yet. It was just season 1 and Backyard Gang. So all of the rest of these are Barney and the Backyard Gang. Nothing from before 1990. So there's no Three Wishes, no Backyard Show, no A Day at the Beach. Because Barney had been redesigned, they probably didn't want to market those as much anymore. They would probably scare the children. So I just like looking at that. It's a nice little time capsule. Next on the list, we have Barney's Home Sweet Homes. I don't remember the episode name. I think it might have actually just been called Home Sweet Home. Sometimes, they would release these episode home video VHS tapes and they would rename the cover of the like the box art, I guess, to make it more eye-catching to people instead of just the actual episode title. And sometimes it'll mention it on the back of the box too that they renamed it. You got a promo photo of Barney with his farm outfit. I think that's what that, no, it's his cowboy outfit, duh. Barney's had so many outfits that just kind of look the same. You gotta forgive me. You got a nice, solid blue color, these little like clip art type things around him, fine, whatever. Again, I don't remember what the episode was about. I don't think about this episode all that much. It wasn't that memorable to me. You got Barney in the snow, and same general structure. It says Barney's Home Sweet Homes as seen on the PBS series. So I guess this was just the name of the episode. I guess they didn't change it. Let's take a look inside. Does this also come with a booklet? I feel some paper underneath my hand here. Yes, we'll take a look at that in a second. Here's the tape. I love the blue. Something about the like cerulean blue and the white tape is so pretty to me. Looks really, really good. Here is the activity guide. Again, nice pretty blue. This one's not actually a trifold, it's just 2 pages. Got that if you want to read that. In the back, Barney home video, wow, Barney fan club, and that is Home Sweet Homes. Now here's an interesting one. This is Barney's birthday. Now the daycare that I grew up in had this tape, and this was in like heavy rotation, right? This is one of the first home videos released after Barney and Friends hit television. It was this one and Barney's Magical Musical Adventure, which we took a look at earlier. So this and that had backyard gang style packaging. I'll put it right here on the screen so you can see what the original cover looked like. As you can see, it's the backyard gang structure. Not a bad promo photo that they used, and by promo photo I mean just screen grab from the episode itself. It wasn't terrible, but again, I'm glad that they moved to the new packaging because the backyard gang packaging had kind of run its course. It was kind of old at that point. Again, those 2 videos got redesigned. Magical Musical also, which we'll look at in a little bit. I have that with me. So this is the new cover for Barney's birthday. I like it a lot. I think it's kind of weird that they drew on, if you look closely, they drew on the Happy Birthday Barney hat, but we already know that they had the actual hat on hand doing promo photos because it's on the box set cover that we just saw. So I don't know why they had to draw this hat on. It's kind of bizarre. It doesn't look bad. I just think it looks interesting. Loud orange background and like these clip art balloons. Min, Sean, and Kathy on the box art with Barney. It became very rare to see the actual cast members on the box art with Barney. A lot of the time it would just be either like a random generic child or just the dinosaurs themselves on the cover and not the actual cast members. So anytime the cast members are on the cover with Barney was definitely a delight, and they all look so happy. This is just a really nice promo photo altogether. Barney's birthday on the side, Barney home video logo, same thing, and you've got just a nice photo on the back. The Happy Birthday Barney episode is such a classic to me. I love it a lot. Again, it was in heavy rotation at the daycare I grew up in, and it's just a nostalgic piece of my heart. Oh yeah, you can see right here at the top, it says Barney's birthday originally aired as Happy Birthday Barney. So yeah, they would change the name of the VHS release to be something more eye-popping, eye-catching. Eye-popping? What? To be something more eye-catching on the shelf. And you can see here, it also has the activity guide. I'm gonna take a look at that since I already have it in hand. You can look at that if you like. Just things that correspond with what happens in the video. And then Barney Fan Club. There is the tape, Barney's birthday. Now this one actually says what does that say? 1992. That almost looked like 1932, which is hilarious. So although the packaging, wait, actually, let me look at this. Let me see when so this release came out in 1993, but the tape that they put inside the slip was manufactured in 92. So, you know, sometimes they throw, as long as it's the episode that they're marketing, they just throw it in whatever box and they just ship it. The last tape in the box set is Barney Rhymes with Mother Goose, another classic episode. And again, you can see this is Mother Goose from the episode. This isn't like some random stand-in that they got in for a promo shoot. This is her from the episode. I love this cover. I wish that they were bigger on the box art itself. It feels like there's a lot of empty space. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because the logo for the episode is a little small or pushed down. They also didn't use Barney's name logo. They used like the font for the episode instead, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they did that. You got Barney here with her. I like the green. The green's really nice. You got books and stars all around. Barney Rhymes with Mother Goose. It'll say it on the back, I think. Is that the episode name? I thought they changed the name of the episode. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, they bring Mother Goose out of the Mother Goose book and they rhyme with her. The whole episode is just them doing Mother Goose rhymes, which is fun. Normally I don't like episodes that are like that, but it gets a pass because it was the first. And it's also season 1 of Barney and Friends, so it has its own inherent charm. Sean, Kathy, and Min, they loved having those three as like the main folks on the cover in some way. And yeah, just a really, really nice episode. We're gonna take it out, and yep, I do feel the paper of the activity guide inside. Barney Rhymes with Mother Goose, same structure and everything. And then we're gonna take a look at the activity guide. Wow, I wonder what it's gonna say. Oh, this one's a trifold. Look at that. It's got a, what is that? Oh, that's all the rhymes and stuff. Cool. And then Barney Fan Club. And again, on the back, you can see Backyard Gang, and then it has Barney's Best Manners up there as well. And then they just put Barney here. Didn't have a friend to you and me. I guess they were done with that. Now, the beauty of having originally sealed stuff means that you have everything inside. This is the Barney and Friends Collection, The Best of PBS Sing-Along Lyric Book. What a mouthful. Includes lyrics to over 40 songs. It's got Barney and his promo outfit here on the back. It's got a message from Phil Parker, who wrote and just did so much with the music of the early years of Barney. This man deserves all of his flowers. So much of Barney, music-wise, was done by this man. If you ever get the chance and you're watching Barney, or you want to look back and see how much this man did, just look up the credits for Barney, look up any song that you remember from Barney, and check out the credits. I guarantee you he's probably a part of it in some way. Barney home video logo again down here, really crisp. If we go inside, it's going to be, again, as it says, lyrics to a bunch of songs, but it's got nice like Barney artwork inside that I think is really neat. I assume a lot of these were used for marketing and like the books and stuff, and they're just like not colored. I don't know if they did that on purpose, if they wanted kids to like have fun and color in these pages or not, but I like just seeing them just as they are, you know what I mean? They're really nice, and it's nice seeing all the different styles and styles, I mean, just all the different artwork in general. I like it a lot. Not much to it. Barney fan club little thing you can rip out and fill out and all kinds of things. It's nice. It's a nice little like pamphlet. Doesn't really do much, but it's a nice little thing to flip around. Alrighty, so I was contemplating on whether to go in like the years that these were released or to go in chronological order in terms of like the seasons, because you know some things they would pull from season 2 and release it like a year after season 3 or whatever, like, and they would re-release stuff. I think I'm just gonna go by season. So in terms of that, the next one we have is the Barney and Friends collection, Let's Pretend with Barney. So now we're in season 2 of Barney and Friends. This is the episode An Adventure in Make-Believe, another classic. Barney teaches BJ how to play pretend, and they turn the whole playground into all kinds of different environments and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Such a good episode. I wish that the cover was more distinctive. You got Barney, BJ, and Baby Bob on the cover, which is nice, but I feel like it doesn't really tell me anything about the episode. It kind of just feels like they slapped this promo photo on. They were like, okay, just sell it. You know what I mean? I wish that there was something a little bit cooler on the cover. Maybe have Min and Sean and David, I think is his name, on the cover in some way doing something, or just Barney, BJ, and then one of the kids, because otherwise this is just like a nice promo photo, but it doesn't really say much, you know what I mean? And there is also a lot of open space. I feel like it kind of gets a pass because it's white. Something about white just makes it feel like not as bad. I'm not entirely sure why. Got BJ here. My second favorite BJ costume, but it admittedly was not the most photogenic. He looks kind of strange. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the lighting, but his eyes, they kind of freak me out. Now, it also looks like his tongue's at the very bottom of his mouth, and I don't like that. Even if that is technically how mouths work, I think it looks really strange on him. Beautiful Baby Bob costume. Look at her. She's so cute. On the side, Let's Pretend with Barney. On the back, you got a photo of Barney just sort of standing there. Hold on. I'm looking back at this and Magical Musical Adventure. Why did they keep using photos of him just standing, like with his arms down? I feel like that kind of sucks. That's so awful, I think. I don't know. But that's a nice photo regardless. And actually, I think this photo is flipped like horizontally because the playground like set should be over here. And I don't think BJ ever stood on this direction, like on this side of Barney. In the episode, he was over here and the kids were. So I guess they flipped the image. Kind of strange, but whatever. You got a blurb there. Everything's the same, just little clip arts and stuff. Really nice episode. One of my favorites of all time. It's just really good. Let's Pretend with Barney. So they're keeping the same packaging and tape design as they had with season 1. You see it says introducing BJ because of course this is the first home video release that had BJ in it because he debuted in season 2 of the show. So nice little debut. Next in season 2 we have Barney Families Are Special. This was the finale to season 2. The season 2 finale, if you will. You got Barney on the cover. Tasha's this is funny. You got Tasha's mom and then Tasha's baby brother, I believe. And you got Kathy, Sean, and David. But Tasha is not on the cover. The episode has Tasha telling a secret, which is that she's getting, twins in her family and they're going to celebrate and stuff. And then their parents comes at the end of the episode. So It's very odd to me that Tasha is not on the cover anywhere. I don't know, whatever. I don't really like the logo that they used for this. I feel like it's very just, it's big for no reason. I don't know why it's this big, and they kind of pushed the cast down a little bit because of it. It just doesn't look right. It, like the purple, green, blue on like a giant yellow cover doesn't feel good, and especially on the side, it's very long and ugly looking to me. It's entirely just me. See, it says originally aired on television as a very special delivery. That was the name of the episode. It's talking about Tasha. Is she even in these photos? Okay, there she is. She's there at the bottom with her parents, Barney, BJ, and Baby Bob. All of these are really good screen grabs from the episode. There's Ella Jenkins, may she rest in peace. God rest her soul. I love these photos that they use for this. Very pretty. Episode was really good as well. Season 2 was really good in general. Barney, families are special, so you can see they're kind of changing the tape layout a little bit. This was actually released in 1995, although the episode aired in 93. So at this point, they kind of changed the Barney and Friends collection tape design, whatever. So, and also you can see the new Barney Home Video logo on the side here. They kind of retrofitted that symbol that we saw earlier. And actually it's on the side of this one too, of Let's Pretend with Barney, but it wasn't on the season 1 videos. So that's the old one, these are the 2 new ones. So very interesting. Alrighty, so fast forwarding past season 2, because I don't have every VHS tape in my possession. They released more VHS tapes for season 2, but I don't have them on me. So I'm just going through what I have in my personal collection. We have Barney live in New York City. You can see now we have a classic collection logo for this new line of videos. You got a nice little piece of artwork that we probably saw in the pamphlet for the box set earlier, just uncolored. You got Barney with his blue top hat and a star. So there's going to be a good few videos released under this classic collection branding. This is Barney live in New York City. This is when Barney had a live show at Radio City Music Hall in 1994. Sold out show. You know, just a really, really fun time. You got a new design and everything. I think it's interesting that the artwork that they use for the box art is not like a screen grab or anything, or a promo shot for the show. It's more so a photo of the music hall itself in New York City, and then artwork of Barney sitting on this right here. I used to always think he was sliding down this. I thought it was like a slide, not realizing that he is just sitting on the marquee. So that's really cool. I think it works. I don't have anything against it. This is the first time we're seeing a Barney home video without like the Barney costume on the cover, and I think it works really, really well. The colors do pop. Barney live. Barney live is in the same font as Barney's name, which I'd like a lot. I don't know why they didn't just do that and like finish it off, but whatever. The back, you got nice little screen grabs from the live show there. Nothing too crazy. Live in your own home, appearing in Barney Live. It's got the cast members with special appearances by a marching band, clowns, a real live elephant, and introducing Carlos, Kelly, and the Wingster, who was never seen again. May he rest in peace. This might be the first one without Cheryl, Kathy, and Dennis as a photo on here. I could be wrong. I don't know. 1994 Barney Home Video logo. You can see the Barney Home Video logo on the side here as well. Wonderful live show. Barney Live, that's it. That's all that it says, which I find a little funny because Barney in Concert from the Backyard Gang was also just called Barney Live, I'm pretty sure. So I like that they're like, oh, whatever. Just call it Barney Live. Who cares? It almost looked like they forgot to put in New York City down there, but who knows? In the last video, I said 3 wishes was my golden child. This is also my golden child. They're twins. This is Barney's Imagination Island, the best Barney home video to ever release. It's such a good home video. I made a whole video about it. If you want to check it out, it'll be in the description. It's also here on the screen. I love this home video so much, and if you want to know why, you'll have to watch the video because I talk about it a lot in that video. Barney's Imagination Island on the side. I don't like the cover as much. Like this is my favorite Barney home video, but I do not like the cover. I feel like the cover is very boring. I don't like when Barney is just in a costume himself, suited up on the box art. I feel like they kind of use that as that's the box art as opposed to him actually doing anything interesting. I feel like there's probably other screen grabs and things they could have done to make it more appealing. Maybe have like the cast and Tinkerput on like the ship, or there's a promo photos of the cast together, like all the dinosaurs and the kids and stuff, and they're just like in front, or they're in Tinkerput's house. I feel like they could have used that as the cover instead of just having Barney in front of a green screen in his boat outfit. It's kind of boring. Barney's primetime TV special, it did air on, what station was it? CBS? It was primetime on some station, which was a very big deal. Came out in 1994 alongside Barney Live in New York City. See, look here. This is what I mean. I wish that something like this was the cover as opposed to what they actually used, because this is such a good promo shot of everyone together. I love this photo a lot. You got the kids and Barney on the ship with BJ and Baby Bop. You can see BJ's new design. Very hit or miss. I don't like it. NBC, that's what it was. It says it on the side there. NBC Corporate Communications. Chris Haston, I guess, but that he owns the photo or whatever. You got Cheryl, Kathy, and Dennis on the back now again because, I don't know, Barney's Imagination Island was a big deal airing on primetime, so I guess they would have wanted to have their faces on the box art for that. You got the home video logo, part of the classic collection. Take a look at this. Barney's Imagination Island. I love the way that this looks on the tape itself. The way they printed this looks really pretty. Just the pink popping on the white. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. They use the old home video logo. I don't know why. Who cares? Yeah, my favorite Barney home video, I just don't like the cover all that much. Now look at this right here. This is Barney's Magical Musical Adventure, which we just looked at. This is a re-release of Magical Musical Adventure. I think this was in '94. We'll take a look at that on the back in a second. So much about this cover is interesting to me. First of all, it's very pretty. I love this cover a lot. A beautiful usage of like a photo or something in the background, and then Barney and Min in front. I don't think she wears an outfit like this in the video. This is very much like a newer photo, as evident by Barney himself. This is not the same Barney costume used in the video. I'm not sure why they didn't just go back and use an old photo, because it clearly doesn't match. As we'll see on the back, they showed photos as well. Yeah, this is like a new photo. She's like wearing eyeliner, I think, in this photo, which is also kind of interesting because, again, doesn't match anything from the original home video itself. You can see the logo kind of shines. So pretty, especially paired with the classic collection logo at the top here. I love it a lot. Here, this might actually be my favorite box art packaging for Barney so far. There's a photo again of him just standing there with his arms down. I don't know why they keep catching bro lacking like that. And then it's the same. Wait a minute, are these the same photos they use in the old one? So we've got, no, they're not. They just decided to, oh, maybe they are. So they flipped. So right here, they flipped the photo horizontally. And then at the top, they are the same photo. They flipped them. They flipped both of the photos for some reason. Weird. Okay. Anyways, it says repackaged version of the original home video production. Yeah, so it's a re-release. They've got like crowns that shine for like all the different songs. Just a pretty, pretty design. So yeah, this was released in 1995 actually. So they re-released it 3 years after it originally came out. And the tape, mine is like the old tape. So it's black and it has the old home video logo. I don't know if this is how it originally came or if the person I bought it from just switched them out. I'm not sure. You can see the tape says 1992, so it is the original tape that was manufactured 3 years prior to this being released. Kind of weird. I wish I had a white version just because I feel like it would have looked better to have with this pretty cover. But yeah, I love this box art so much, dude. Now we go to 1995 with season 3 of Barney and Friends. Barney's Making New Friends. This was the episode called On the Move from season 3, where Derek and Tina made their final appearance in the show after having appeared in Barney and the Backyard Gang all the way through. So very, very nice episode. Another nostalgic one for me in heavy rotation at the daycare that I grew up in. Barney, BJ with his season 3 design here. He's got shrunken down. An interesting cover. I don't know. I don't know if I like this cover a lot or just kind of hate it. It's a really nice promo shot of these two. I love them a lot. The background has a tree, which I guess is meant to represent the tree house. It looks nothing like it. I see, it's one of these things where I wonder why they didn't just get a photo from the set, because the tree itself is blurry and then they drew on these steps going up, and there's clearly not a tree house here because it's just trees and it's got a sign here. It doesn't look right. The more you look at it, the worse it looks, I think. They could have done a lot better for this episode. On the side, You got like a little wooden handmade making new friends. You know, that looks nice, I guess. And on the back, it's just the sky and a photo of Derek, Tina, Barney, Tasha, and Kathy there. Nice little screen grab. Yeah, I wish this had a better looking cover. Originally aired on television as On the Move. Take a look at the inside. Now the inside comes with a little pamphlet that we'll take a look at in a second. There's the tape there. Nothing too crazy. You see it says, presenting the newest star at Universal Studios Florida, Barney. So this is when they were, again, as you can see, unveiling Universal Studios A Day in the Park with Barney. You got a little blurb about it. Barney's Safety, which was a home video that came out a little bit later. It's like a clip show type thing. So this is just like a marketing booklet. Shows you all the different stuff. It's like a catalog. Shows you all the different Barney items that you can get at the time. It says, don't miss these family favorites. Collect them all. And wow, look at this. I actually don't think I saw this before when I would like look through this. So you got a spread of all the different home videos that they'd release at the time. You see Barney's Alphabet Zoo, which was an episode of season 2, and a really weird looking cover for that. You got some Backyard Gang in here with Campfire Sing Along and Waiting for Santa, which was a repackaged version of Waiting for Santa, Rock with Barney. And again, no 3 Wishes, no A Day at the Beach, no Backyard Show, of course. The Barney magazine, plush dolls and stuff. The Barney Fan Club t-shirt, Bedtime with Barney, live in New York City, rather, and then how to join up through the fan club. So a really nice little thing you can look at. You got Families Are Special Barney bag coming out, and then the Ringmaster Barney. I love little things like that. It's a nice little trip down memory lane. Barney's Sensational Day. So now we're hitting the home videos from the season 3 era of Barney and Friends, filmed in 1995 or 6, I don't remember. Barney had a lot of home videos made in that time period. We're going to look at some of those in a second too. This cover sucks. I don't like this box art at all. Sensational Day was a fine home video. It's okay. I made a video about it if you want to check that out. It's also in the description and on the screen. It's just sort of whatever. It gets the job done. It's just that the cover stinks. First of all, you got Tasha here, so that's nice. We love having a cast member on the box art. Tasha's one of my favorites. She's in the stupid apple costume, but it's fine. She's on the cover, so it doesn't matter. BJ in his Captain Pickles outfit that looks really dumb. I didn't like this outfit at all. And it's got BJ on the side. It's faithful to the video to an extent because they do go to a movie theater, or imagine a movie theater. Like that's part of the whole point of the video. I just don't like that it's drawn this way. It's very loud. The costume does not match the costume used in the video, so it doesn't look right. It just looks stupid. I think Barney's eyes really ruined this because he has like this stare. He's not looking at us, he's looking somewhere else. Meanwhile, BJ and Tasha are looking at us, so it just throws the whole thing off. Barney's name is like really small in this little marquee, and it's just, it doesn't look right. I don't like this cover at all, dude. The back is fine. I think it's nice that they had a big like screen grab of Barney from the episode as the backing. I don't mind that at all. These borders around the screen grabs are not bad either. Nice little screen grabs. It's just, I don't know. The cover itself is bad. There's the tape. Even the tape looks boring. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like the Barney Home Video logo was meant to be printed here. Maybe it's just mine that it didn't get printed by mistake. I'm not sure what the other versions of this tape look like, but it very much looks like mine had a misprint or something. Interesting. The last thing I have for you for this set of videos is a bit of a downgrade in terms of box art for a box set. This is the Funtastic Value Pack for Barney. So it has 4 home videos in here. I don't like this photo of Barney and BJ. First of all, this BJ costume is terrible. I don't like the head at all. It looks stupid. This Barney doesn't match any of the Barney costumes from the videos that we're going to be looking at in this box set. You got Barney in his top hat here, and then the Fun and Games artwork for Barney, BJ, and Baby Bob. It's just a not good cover. This is still the classic collection for Barney, but they rebranded it. This is when Lyric Studios took over Barney, and they kind of redid the classic collection branding. It looks really bad. This like foil that like slants up is kind of gaudy, especially considering the box. Like the box set itself is like a turquoise, and that's also the color of the text It's disgusting. It's got 4 videos in here, and we're gonna take a look at them one by one. I also want you to keep in mind when I show these that, again, Lyric Studios had taken over Barney at this point, so they had a head over everything, and these were released in 2000. So this is Barney in Concert. This is a re-release of Barney in Concert, which had already been re-released prior as part of the Classic Collection, but under Lions. It had this branding, like this Classic Collection branding on it, but they re-released it again in 2000 under Lyric Studios, so it has this, and it just looks terrible. First of all, you got Barney logo all the way down here, which is fine. Like, I don't mind this. I think this looks okay. In Concert, it just says In Concert. So like when you look at this, you're not thinking, oh, Barney in Concert. You're just thinking Classic Collection in Concert. It's like, what is this? I don't know what this is, if you didn't know prior. And then this is just the cover art from the first re-release, which I guess I can talk about now because I don't have that original re-release. I don't like this photo. I really don't. It's very odd. Of course, this is not the Barney used in the video itself. That was from Barney and the Backyard Gang. So clearly this does not match at all. He's got his top hat and his bow tie. But you can also see they did something to his feet. For some reason, they photoshopped out his feet, like the soles of his feet. And it just looks really small. I'm not sure. You could argue that they did that because Barney and the Backyard Gang, at least in the intro for Barney in Concert, which they didn't re-edit, even though it was a different Barney, his feet looked like that because that was the original design for Barney. But it wouldn't make sense to have this here because Barney was redesigned for Barney in Concert and he didn't have feet like the old feet. It's just, I don't know what happened with this photo. It's not good. And it's very boring in the background too, because it tells you nothing. It looks nothing like the video itself, and it sucks. This also doesn't mention that it's repackaged or re-released at all. You do have Barney and the Backyard Gang trademarked here. You got big baby pup in the screen grabs. You can see the original Barney too. Just kind of bizarre. I don't know. I don't like this box art, and I don't know why they re-released Barney in Concert twice. Like, it's not that fire. You could have re-released Barney live in New York City. I think it would have fit better. There's the tape, Barney in Concert. The logo looks nice on the tape itself. That's fine. Like, I don't mind that. Interestingly, it says 1991, even though it's clearly Lyric Studio, so the tape was released in 2000. I'm not sure why it's like that. That's the only one that's like that so far out of what I've shown you guys. And of course, yeah, this is disgusting. Then we have Barney's talent show. Again, I don't like the structure of this. It just says talent show, Barney. It's like, okay, kind of whatever. I do like his hat is popping out of the promo photo. You can see they kind of took the structure of Barney and the Backyard Gang. So here's that. And then this is Magical Musical Adventure, but again, it's the Backyard Gang structure. They've got like the title at the top, and then Barney, I guess, off to the side somewhere, and then just a photo just like shrunken in. There's so much open space, and it's awful because the open space doesn't mean anything. It at least did when you had like particles and stuff. My camera's fighting for its life to focus here. You got like the particles and stuff on the side of the box art, which kind of fill out that space. Still doesn't really mean much, but it's doing something. And then over here, it's just nothing. I remember my old art teacher told me something, and I always remembered it. You only use open, empty space if it has a purpose. You know, if there's no purpose to it, don't have open space. Fill out your entire canvas. Like, the photo is nice. I didn't have a problem with the photo used for the Barney talent show release. This was already released before. Again, these are all releases of something that had come out before, but it's just everything else is not great. And the back is even worse. You got like cutouts of all the heads of the cast members. It's fun that they did like the songs and acts thing. They made it like a playbill. This is terrible. Like, this looks really, really bad. I don't like what they did to Barney's talent show. There's the inside label there. It says 1996. Yeah, so they're printing the year that the video was made, but not when the tape was released, which I think is kind of odd. Barney's talent show. Barney's Fun and Games. Same thing I've been saying for the other ones. It makes the tapes look infinitely more boring than they actually are, which is a shame because these home videos are kind of boring. So much open space. The Fun and Games logo, it does enough. The promo photo is fine. The Fun and Games home video promo photo was fine. There was nothing terrible about it. Classic collection up here still sucks. You got the Barney. This is also a new Barney home video logo that I think is worse than the other two. I think just this whole line stinks. Barney Fun and Games. On the back, you got some screen grabs from the video itself. I guarantee you they're the same as what's on the Fun and Games tape, like back cover. I could be wrong again, but it just does nothing for me, dude. It's so unfortunate too, because box sets are supposed to be fun and look fun and get you excited and stuff, and just this does not. And then lastly is this right here. It just says musical scrapbook. You can tell Barney's name was clearly meant to be up here, but they moved it to the side. It just says musical scrapbook classic collection. This Barney's musical scrapbook is a clip show that has episode clips from season 3 of Barney and Friends. So it was a clip show that was released and is now being re-released. So it's a re-release of a re-release of re-releases, which is hilarious to me. Scrapbook. You got 4 photos this time. I'm not sure why. It's a clip show. It's not really that much you need to know. Remember when Barney and his friends sailed to Coco Island, or this, that, and the third? Relive all the fun. Awesome. Take a look at the tape. What do we got? Oh wow, I'm so surprised. 52 minutes. It's a good home video too. I love Barney's musical scrapbook. It's just they made the cover not fun anymore. The only thing I can really give these covers is that the actual photo themselves stretches outside of the border. It's almost like this border shouldn't have even been here to begin with, and it should have been the whole thing. I didn't really like the photo that they used for musical scrapbook on the box art, because the Barney does not match Barney that's in the video itself, but whatever. Also, the Barney photo on the spine isn't anywhere on the cover or the back. I don't remember where this photo was from. It's from an episode, of course, but I don't know what Anyway, see, that's all I have for you all today. That's Barney and Friends. I believe that was 1992 through 97. A lot of hits and a lot of misses. The packaging definitely evolved a lot over time, and it was fun seeing the evolution of all of it. If you want to see more, I can probably go on and do more, like 97 through, I don't know, 2002. I gotta see what other tapes I have in my library. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this one. I hope you guys enjoyed both videos in this series. It's been a lot of fun just looking back at all these different box arts and seeing how they changed, how they evolved, and just talking about the graphic design aspects of them. Let me know what you guys think of all of them in the comments. What are your favorite box arts for Barney, whether it be Backyard Gang or Barney and Friends? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, thank you guys so much for boarding my rainbow line. I'll see you guys at the next stop. See you. Austin, Autistic Disney, Chaco, Emilia, Gwen, Ian, Jake, Luke, Manny, Matt, Prima Donna, Thomas,